Shabbat Shalom. As the counting and the recounting continue in our country this week, we encounter a very peculiar technique of counting in our parasha this Shabbat. In Chayei Sarah, we are told that Sarah lived until age 127, which is quite an age. I hardly need tell you, Canaan horror. But what is really odd about this is the way in which we are told her age, more than her age itself. Vehayu Chayei Sarah me'a shana ve'esrim shana ve'sheva shanim, shanei Chayei Sarah. And Sarah was 100 years and 20 years and 7 years. These were the years of the life of Sarah. So, as we have said numerous times together, it is taught that not a single word in Torah is superfluous, and that no elaboration in biblical narrative is unnecessary. So in a case where we do see what looks like repetition or excessive verbiage, it becomes fodder for rabbinic interpretation. The wording of this verse is the kind of thing that kept our sages of blessed memory in business. And Sarah was 100 years and 20 years and 7 years. These were the years of the life of Sarah. Sounds peculiar, no? Well, the medieval Torah scholar Rashi takes a look at this and explains that the reason for adding these were the years of the life of Sarah. He's not even concerned with the 100 plus 2 plus 20 plus 7. He's concerned about, and these were the years of the life of Sarah. He says it is to teach us that all of her years were equal in goodness. So we learn from the scholar, the Sfat Emet, it is the way of ordinary people that as you get older, your self-awareness increases, please God, and you begin to get rid of your bad ways, please God. The older you get, the more you are able to put aside certain bad qualities and stop doing some of the bad things you used to do. So he explains that the phrase days of your life really only refer to the very limited period of our lives that we live with what he calls real wholeness, by which he means purity or living free of sin, which of course very few of us ever get to experience or truthfully claim. But Sarah, he said, well, all of her days were good and unblemished. Surely she rose higher and higher in her old age, not by having to banish bad qualities from her youth, but rather, Sfat Emet says, she grew higher and higher spiritually, coming by this totally naturally, by continuing to live just as she always had, no improvements necessary. For the rest of us mere mortals, every day of our lives, we are faced with opportunities to correct or improve some aspect of ourselves. But in Sarah's case, according to the Sfat Emet, no blemish had been done, no damage had been done throughout the course of her life. Nothing about her required repentance. And this is the meaning of Rashi's explanation, that all of the years of her life were equal in goodness. None of us, I hardly need tell you, is like Sarah. This lack of perfection in us can either be a source of great personal despair, or, if you want, a source of real liberation, a gift. Our imperfection is a gift, because every day that we do work on our imperfections, is a day that we work on our own spirituality, and is a day that we strive to be closer and closer to God. Every day when we wake from our sleep, we recite, Modeh ani lefanecha, melech chai v'kayam, shehechzarta bi nishmati, bechemla rabba emunatecha. I am thankful before you, living and enduring sovereign, for you have mercifully restored my soul within me. Great is your faithfulness. Basically, every day when we say these words upon waking, we recite them knowing that we've been given the gift of yet another day to continue to make the necessary changes in our lives. The Sfat Emet teaches that each and every day God places a new point of awakening in each of us to which we may attach ourselves. It's more than just a sense of renewal, more than just a sense of rebirth. Rather, every new day offers a sense of purpose and a renewed sense of attachment and connection to the source of all life. Our daily work to transform ourselves continuously, to triumph over our weaknesses, and to gain a sense of mastery over our own natures, to spend the years of our lives focused on growth, is how we give our time a sense of holiness. When we spend our time developing awareness and spirituality, our sages say that time itself is uplifted by us. We know that there are some periods of time, such as Shabbat, for example, that are intrinsically holy. But for the most part, time's holiness really is a potential holiness. But this potential for time, for ordinary time to be made holy, is made real by us, by the way that we use our time. We have the capacity to make time holy by the way we use it. My own teacher, Rabbi Arthur Green, says, time is made holy by the way we search ever anew for holiness in the days and years that are given to us. For each day, according to the Kabbalists, we weave part of that garment which will clothe and protect our soul throughout eternity. Our ancestors Abraham and Sarah are presented to us by Torah as two perfect individuals. Perfection is not something we are even capable of emulating. Yet the attributes which made them perfect are definitely something we can aspire to. Their spirituality, their connection to the Blessed Holy One was impeccable. And we are taught that it is because of them, because of Abraham and Sarah, because of them, that love exists in the world. True love emanates from God. All love comes from a single place. And we are taught that the capacity for love is something that humankind only became capable of once humanity entered into a relationship with the divine, a relationship which was initiated for us by our ancestors, Abraham and Sarah. So we are the inheritors, the beneficiaries of the gift of God's love. As we wake each morning, as we return to life each day, let us remember this. Let us be inspired by our heritage, and let us bask and grow, embracing our sacred mission to spread God's love every day and every year of our lives. V'yu Chayei Sarah me'ah shana, ve'esrim shana, ve'shiv'ah shanim, shanei Chayei Sarah. And Sarah was 100 years, and 20 years, and 7 years old. These were the years of the life of Sarah. These are the years of our lives. Modeh ani lefanecha, melechai v'kayam, shehachzarta bi nishmati, b'chemla rabba emunatcha. I am thankful before you, living and enduring sovereign, for you have mercifully restored my soul within me and given me the opportunity today to grow, to love, and thereby to be closer to you. These are the days and the years of our lives. Let us live them well. Shabbat Shalom.